Welcome back to segment number 10 in this financial literacy series. Wow, what an amazing journey. And in this segment, we're going to dive a little bit deeper, talking about the actual saving, the investment, and the portfolio building component. Now, as usual, this is not a recommendation to buy or invest in anything, but it is the conceptual knowledge of what you should be doing and what you should be thinking about, and the conversations that you need to be having in order to get to the next level of your financial well-being. Now, many of you have been asking or probably thinking, okay, I'm hearing all information of goals and savings and using additional and the bank has a purpose and there's other financial instruments and so on and so forth. But I'm sure, and I've got the questions already. So what financial investments should I be using, right? That's a fair question. And the reason that it's so challenging to give a direct answer, and as you heard in some of our previous episodes, there's no one size fits all. I do not believe that everyone should have, or everyone should do, or all people in the world should. It just doesn't happen like that. Our lives are too unique. Our lives are too individualized, and therefore we need to be investing only in the things that should be working for us. So let's answer that question, however. What investments should you have? Now, the key here is combining all of the things that you've had inside of your previous episodes to have a clear understanding of what the goals are, the objectives are, and I highly recommend to talk with someone. I highly recommend to talk to someone. I highly recommend to talk to someone. At this point, you have to be using investment professionals or some type of professional coach, advisor to help you. At this point, there's millions and millions of investment options that could be available to you, from what we may have heard of the popular things of stocks and bonds and mutual funds and ETFs, and now even Bitcoin and Ether and all these other weird stuff, right? And again, not a recommendation to do anything, but it is so confusing, and quite frankly, it could be a little overwhelming. And that's why I encourage the coaches, I encourage the consultants, the advisors, because you're now in a position to where there's so much information that's available to you that many people have so much access to information that they consume it all up. They watch all the videos, they watch all the stuff, and then they do nothing, right? And then now we're back in the same boat. Because you have so much information compiled inside of the brain and deciphering whether this or whether that, or whether this and he said this and that said that and this and you have so much information going on in the head that you do nothing. And many times when you do nothing, you stay in the same situation and you never get to propel to a higher level. So as we get into actual making the decisions, where should you be saving? Where should you be investing? What financial instruments should you be using? There is no right or wrong, right? There's not to say that there's this is wrong for everyone. This is good for everyone. But it is important for you to have discussions with yourself, with your team members, with the people that can help you get there, and truly having a valuable discussion to where you can evaluate. Right, and simultaneously, as you've heard in some of the other sessions, continue to reevaluate, continue to re-ask those questions and revisit the conversations, because things change in a global economy, and with the technology advancements that continue to happen, many times things we begin may often need to be revisited and re-looked at and revised to make sure that it's in line with your financial goals and objectives. So in this segment, what investments should you be choosing? It's tough to give a one answer, right? But I will tell you the answer is You have to have the right conversations to make sure that you're choosing the right things that are in line for your financial objectives. There's so many different options that are available. Make sure you have valuable discussions and valuable conversations with the individuals that can truly help you and individuals that you have great relationships with. So remember, keep going to a higher level, put things in action, and start having those conversations to choose the right investments and the right tools for your financial situation. As usual, remember, you can have every single thing in life that you want as long as you truly believe it. We'll see you soon.